squad of the year, baby. Pull up and hit your bitch from the rear, baby. All these cameras and rocks in my ear, baby. Make it hard for a nigga to hear, baby. Yeah. Say you wanna rock a nigga chain, baby. But first you gotta give a nigga brain, baby. But hold up, you don't even know my name, baby. But we can change all that. It's M8, baby. Motherfucking RGF, motherfucking Remy boys. Motherfucker, fuck your squad. It's our time, we're taking off.
Okay, so right off the bat, this is probably going to be a longish video. And this video is going to be a TV show review of the show Charmed, which I already told y'all that I would be doing. This is my favorite show in the entire world, which is why it's probably going to be kind of long. So, yes, I'm just gonna jump right into it, I think. Oh, actually, what I was gonna say, because I was trying to remember what I was gonna say. The first song that plays in this video, that played earlier in this video, the first one was the theme song to Charmed, which if you watch Charmed on Netflix, the theme song is not, like the opening title credits of Charmed on Netflix are not the actual fucking title credits from the actual show. So Netflix, why? It was probably like copyright issues or something. I don't know, but it's really fucking stupid that they have it like that, and I hate it. I hate it. Okay, Charmed. My favorite I've watched Charmed from beginning to end, first season through 8th season, all the way to the end, 3 times, but I have rewatched specific episodes like many times. So Piper is my favorite character from Charmed, and like that's, if you know me, you know that. Maybe if you have met me within the last like 2 years, you might not know that, because I don't really talk about Charmed that much anymore, unless someone brings it up, and then I go in. Oh my god, I should have brought my freaking Book of Shadows replica. Frick. I could have showed y'all. I was dedicated. It's embarrassing. Anyway. So, Piper's my favorite character, but I also recently have been really into Cole Turner. I don't know, I used to really dislike him because he made everything so complicated, and I was just like, I don't care about this nigga, but I actually like him now, which is really bizarre. So yeah, Piper is my favorite character. And out of all of like the sisters in order, it goes Piper, and then Prue, and then probably Paige, and then Phoebe. Phoebe was always my least favorite, and I don't know why, but she's the one that got on my nerves the most. So there's that. My favorite couple is Piper and Leo. Piper and Leo is my very first, like, proper OTP. Like, of course, there were, like, OTPs from, like, little kid shows that I watched. But, like, Piper and Leo were, like, my first real, like, would die for them. Like, oh my god. I was so devoted to that. Like, Piper and Leo is the reason that I, like, discovered fan fiction, because they're, like, really, like, top 3 of my OTPs of all time. Like, I really fucks with them heavy. Like, Piper and Leo, y'all. Piper and Leo. I need to do an entire video about Piper and Leo, because this is, like, a lot. I think I might do that, too, like, as part of this, like, series, like, review series. I might do, like, favorite characters and, like, favorite couples, because I love feelings. Okay, my favorite seasons of Charmed are 3 and 5. I couldn't pick between the 2, because season 3 is just, like, such a masterpiece, but, like, season 5 is just, like, also a masterpiece. I got so much fulfillment from season 5 and season 3. I just had a realization. I don't want to say it out loud though. But seasons 3 and 5, best seasons. My least favorite season is season 8 because it was garbage. Except for the very last episode and one episode, the 4th episode of season 8, Desperate House Witches. It's hilarious. The rest of the season is garbage except for the very last episode. It's all trash. My favorite villain, demon / villain, probably Barbas, the Demon of Fear, because he was like so extra, and every time he died, he came back. Like, he just kept coming back. And then also the source of all evil. I don't know, he just provided good storylines. Except for he also kept coming back, which is real obnoxious. And I guess I could include Cole in this because he was a demon. Cole as Balthazar, and then Cole as the source, and then Cole as Cole. I just really enjoy him. My least favorite, Zanku, fuck that nigga. And the Triad / Christy. Fuck all them niggas. Hate them all. Glad they're dead. Okay, now I'm gonna go season by season of like my favorite episode, my least favorite episode, my favorite storyline, favorite guest star, and then just like my overall thoughts and shit like that. Okay, season 1, favorite episode. That 70s episode, and also The Truth Is Out There, ... and it hurts. And yes, I could have just said ellipses, but I like to say ... because back in the day, didn't know that ... was an ellipsis, didn't know it had a name, so it's just in my head as ... Anyway, that 70s episode, I can quote that entire episode. I recently rewatched it. Oh my god. It's, okay, in the episode, Prue and Piper and Phoebe go back in time to the 70s when Piper and Phoebe, nope, that's a lie. Prue and Piper were like little baby children. Phoebe had not been born yet, and they have to stop their mom from making a deal with the demon. And it's just such a good episode because Patty's in it. Patty's their mom. She is dead. Like she dies when they're children, so that's not really a spoiler. I mean, it is, but she's dead when the show starts, so it's fine. Penny is in it. Penny is their grandmother who is also dead. But she's also dead by the time the show starts, so also not a spoiler. And it's just cute and nice and a good... I've always loved that episode. Like, from my very first, watch of Charmed, the very first time that I started watching, I just adore that episode. And I'm certain that the only reason The Truth Is Out There, ... and it hurts is on this list is because that was the episode. It's the 12th episode of season 1. I'm garbage for knowing that. But it's the episode where Piper and Leo have their first kiss. And my babies. I love them so much. A lot of these favorites revolve around Piper and Leo. I'm so sorry about that. I tried to modify it to my present thoughts, but I did my best. Okay. My least favorite episode was Feats of Clay, but not because it was a bad episode. It was just boring. I didn't care about it. It was just boring. I like all of season 1. Basically, that episode was just the most boring for me personally. My favorite storyline. Season 1 didn't really have a storyline besides them learning about their powers and their family's history and things Jesus Christ. And things like that. I mean, obviously other than the Piper and Leo storyline, but honestly, I'm not gonna say it wasn't that interesting. I mean, okay, listen, compared to the shit that they go through later, it's just kind of cute and nice and my babies, but it's not anything, it's not as epic as it becomes. There. My favorite guest star, probably Leo, because during season 1, he wasn't a regular. He just came in and out whenever. But also Michael Weatherly, who played Tony DiNozzo in NCIS. He was in an episode of Charmed. So I guess also him, but only because I like him as Tony. His episode was not all of that. It's not all that interesting. And then my overall thoughts of the season, it's a really good ass, like it's so solid and so good, and I just really enjoy it a lot. I think this is easily the most rewatchable season, besides maybe season 5. But yeah, season 1, really, really, really solid season. Season 2, my favorite episodes of season 2 are Awakened, and I will tell you why. It's a stupid reason. It's not really even stupid, actually. I take that back. And then Chick Flick. Awakened is my favorite episode of season 2. One of my favorite episodes of season 2 because it's one of those episodes where like one of the sisters like is on the brink of death, and then something, and then they come back. In this particular episode, it was Piper, and she was about to die, but then Leo came out of literally nowhere, and healed her, even though he hadn't been seen for like the whole episode, probably even longer than that. I can't remember, but he just came out of nowhere. And when Piper like woke up from her coma, she said his name, even though her boyfriend, who was not him at the time, was standing right there. His name was Dan. I used to hate Dan, but then I like have rewatched it as an adult, and I'm like, he actually wasn't that bad. I mean, he became really, really annoying, but like for a good reason. He had reason to be very irritating. But that just felt like such justice for me as a Piper and Leo stan. So I just always enjoy the episodes where one of the sisters dies, but not really. Maybe not always, but usually, because it's always just like, oh, I don't even know what that was. Okay, and then Chick Flick is an episode where the Demon of Illusion takes all of these movie villains out of the movies and into real life. And it's actually kind of a frightening episode. He brings, I don't even want to say the names because I'm real uncomfortable by it. Just go watch the episode. It's really good. It's like a stand. Oh my god! Now I extra remember why I love this episode. Okay, there's a movie in this episode called Kill It Before It Dies, and Phoebe like loves it, and it's like this 50s. It's like this movie that's set in the 50s, and at the end, when the like star quarterback like saves the girl from whatever fucking monster it is, I don't know. They have this like really cheesy fucking dialogue, and I memorized it back in the day. I'm gonna see if I can remember it. Hold on. She goes, "Is it really over, Billy?" "It is, Sally Mae. Really and truly, it is. And as long as I'm around, everything's gonna be A-okay. Promise? Promise." It's something like that. It's so ridiculous, and it's like Phoebe's favorite movie, so that's why. Anyway, I apologize for that. That was ridiculous. Least favorite episode, Animal Pragmatism. That episode has always bored the fuck out of me. I don't care about animals becoming humans and then becoming animals again. They were douchebags. I don't fucks with it. It was just a boring episode. I didn't care. Favorite storyline. Learning more about the ethics side and the like moral side of their magic and things like that. And like the limitations, I suppose, and also learning about like more magic, because like in the first season it's just like them and demons, and then like white lighters, which is like not even that prevalent, because it's mostly just them learning about their powers specifically, whereas in season 2 we get more magical more magical stuff, which I really appreciate. And my favorite guest star of season 2 is Amy Adams because I love Amy Adams. She's in the episode Murphy's Luck, and she is a suicidal, what's it called? What are they called? White letter to be? What are they called? They have a name. People who, like, when they die will become white letters. I'm pretty sure they have a name, but I cannot recall what it is. So yeah, a dark lighter, because of course, is like using like psychic abilities to like make her suicidal, so she kills herself. But like that doesn't even make sense, because if she kills herself, then she becomes a white lighter. Oh, because when she becomes a white lighter quicker, he can kill her like immediately. I don't know how that works. I don't know. But yeah. Sorry. Okay. Overall thoughts of season 2. That's a good season. It's not like in my like top 3 or anything, or probably not even in my top 4, but it's a good season. Piper and Leo get back together in season 2. So season 2 was so tumultuous for Piper and Leo, and then Prue was dealing with the death of somebody, and then I think Phoebe went back to school, so I think that was her storyline, which was great, I suppose. But yeah, okay. Season 3. Favorite episode of season 3, and like of all of Charmed, besides the very last episode of Charmed, Blinded by the White Lighter. Can also quote the entirety of that episode. It's almost disgusting. It's such a good episode. It's really funny. I learned the word sartorially from that. I've learned a lot, and transmogrification. I've learned, a lot of words from Charmed. So, yeah. So, Blinded by the White Lighter. This episode, another white light. Leo is a white lighter. White lighters are like guardian angels for like witches and innocents. Not really innocents, but like witches and like future white lighters. So they like watch over them, and like they heal, and they get information that their charges might need to like defeat evil and stay alive, basically. And Leo is a white lighter, and he has a friend named Natalie who is also a white lighter, and one of her charges gets killed by this warlock who steals the powers of witches. So she recruits Leo, who recruits the Charmed ones, which is Prue and Piper and Phoebe. They are the Charmed ones, hence the name of the show. Probably should have explained this in the first place, but yeah. And yeah, so that happens. That's the whole episode. I mean, I'm not gonna spoil the whole thing, but like that's the premise of the episode. Least favorite episode, All Hell Breaks Loose. That is the season finale. It's a bunch of actual fuckery, and I cry every single time I watch it. It's real garb. I hate it. It's like a good episode for like plot, but fuck it. Favorite storyline, Piper and Leo, because they got married that season. Whoo! Oh, spoiler alert. So sorry. It's really not. Anyway. I mean, there was drama, though, because they tried to get married once during that season, and then the elders, like, ripped Leo away. The elders are, like, the top white lighters. Like, when you are just such a good white lighter that you gotta get promoted to being an elder, and they, like, handle all of, like, the rules, and they know all of the things, and whatever. They're the worst. I don't like them, but yeah. But then they try to get married again that season, and a bunch of fuckery happened. They end up getting married, because of course they do, because why wouldn't they? And also Cole. This is the season that Cole comes in, and at first I really fucking hated him and his entire storyline, because I was like, I don't need anything about this. Like, I don't need it. But I've come to appreciate it. It brought a lot of drama and character growth and, like, relationship dynamic changes for the charmed ones. So, yeah. Least favorite storyline. I guess I just added this in here for this season, so that's cool. The Triad, the Elders, and also Cole. Like I just said, I also didn't like his storyline at the same time. My favorite guest star was the Angel of Death. I don't know who played him, but I liked him, and I liked his storyline. It was only an episode long, but it affected Prue a lot, so. And it affected me. But yeah, Angel of Death. Overall thoughts, season 3 is one of my favorite seasons. I think it's one of the most entertaining. It's one of the funniest, except for the fucking end of it. It's also the season that Piper gets her ability to blow things up. It's called spontaneous. What is it called? Molecular combustion, because she originally just has her freezing power, which, temporal status, that's what it's called. Oh god, sorry. I'm like really revealing a lot of myself right now. But yeah, so her original power is temporal status, which is like to freeze things in time, and not like ice, but just like to pause things. So like slows down the molecules so much that like it just stops. And then in season 3, towards the end of it, she gets the power of molecular combustion, which is to blow things up. So like the molecules are sped up so much that they just combust, and that's the nature of her abilities. So I really like season 3, except for the end. Okay. Season 4. My favorite episode of season 4, Hell Hath No Fury. I really like that episode because in it, Piper becomes a Fury and wreaks havoc. And I just really enjoy that. It was really cathartic for her because she was going through, well, she wasn't the only one going through it, but she was processing the death of, I don't really want to spoil this, because like last time I accidentally spoiled this for someone and they got really irritated and they stopped watching. So I guess I won't spoil it, but you'll probably get the gist of it as I am explaining the rest of the seasons. But she is processing the death of someone very close to her, and yeah. So I just really like that episode. It's very emo, very like yelly. Least favorite episode, Long Live the Queen. I don't really have any specific reason for disliking this episode so much. I just don't like it. It's not interesting to me. Favorite storyline, none of them. I don't like season 4 that much. I mean, I like watching it, but like my overall feelings about it are pretty negative. Except for the end of it. And a little bit the beginning. Yeah. The beginning, 3 episodes, yes. And also the last one. But everything in the middle can choke. Not everything. Almost everything, though. I guess there's another charmed one. Like, there's another sister. Her name is Paige. She's like a half-sister that I won't explain how, but she comes into the fray, and that's like kind of interesting, but she's annoying at first, so. My favorite guest star, probably the Seer. I really enjoyed her. She was like very sly and like manipulative and the worst, but really liked her. My overall thoughts, I don't like this season that much, but I do enjoy watching it anyway, which is strange. Season 5, my favorite episode, Sense and Sensibility. One of the funniest episodes of Charmed of all time. I love this episode. Can also quote most of it. Oh my god. It's just like so good. So in the episode, the Charmed ones lose their sight, hearing, and ability to speak. Piper loses her sight. Phoebe loses her hearing, and Paige can't speak. And it's just a good episode. It's really funny. I mean, kind of, but not really at the same time. Least favorite episode. The Day the Magic Died, which is the episode where Piper has her and Leo's child. That episode is boring as fuck, and I've always disliked it. This is how I feel about it. And then also, Oh My God, is part 2, because the ending of it is garbaggio. awful. It's the season finale, by the way. Favorite storylines: Piper being pregnant, Phoebe getting over Cole, Paige learning more about her white lighter half. I guess I just spoiled that, so Paige is part white lighter anyway. Least favorite storyline: Cole trying to get back with Phoebe. That was so annoying. He lasted for so long, and I was just like, why? And it was like extra annoying because he like came back from the dead, which I guess like dedication and persistence, but also like she don't want you, no. I don't really have a favorite guest star of season 5 apparently because I just put question marks there. So yeah. My overall thoughts: one of my favorite seasons. It's good. It's entertaining. It's like dramatic, but not like too dramatic, and it just has like a good chunk of episodes that I enjoy. So season 5. Okay. Season 6, favorite episode: Witch Stalked, but also Little Monsters. Witch Stalked because it's a time travel episode. I just enjoy time travel. I just think it's fun and interesting. It's a time travel episode. Grams is in that episode. It's really funny. Yeah. Little Monsters, there's a baby. I mean, there's Piper's baby, but I mean, there's a different baby who's like half demon or fully demon. I don't remember. But there's a demon baby in it, and it's really cute. Least favorite episode: Spin City, I think. It's where Piper gets abducted by a spider demon. But I really only dislike that episode because Chris is not nice to Leo. Which he has good reason to be, but also not really at the same time. My favorite storyline: Chris, I just love him. Even when I dislike him, I love him. Oh man, that little boy. He's not really a little boy, but he kind of is at the same time. Love him. Least favorite storyline: Leo being an elder. Fuck everything about that. I hate it. It's stupid. It was unnecessary. Fuck it all. And kind of also magic school, because that's a thing that occurs. It just randomly shows up. We never heard of it before, and then suddenly, oh, there's a magic school. What the fuck? No one asked. No one wants it. Anyway. Favorite guest star: Chris. He only lasted the season. That's not even completely true. It's hard to explain things without spoiling them. Okay, but Chris and Jason Dean, because he was played by Eric Dane, who was Mark Sloan. And when I first started watching Grey's Anatomy and I saw him, I was like, oh my god, it's Jason Dean! But everyone only knows him as Mark Sloan now, which is like low-key tragic, but it's alright. Overall thoughts: I actually really enjoy season 6. There's a lot of like, the overall tone of season 6 is pretty like good, but it's filled with like so much confusing fuckery. It is. I really enjoy season 6 though, like as a whole, except for towards the end, and a little bit in the middle. Anyway, season 7. Favorite episode: The 7-Year Itch, because Piper, she goes into a coma and she is there with Cole, which I know he's back, but it's only for that episode, and he's actually really enjoyable to be around. Really, really like him. But he's like her, I don't want to say spirit guide, but like also kind of, yeah. And he just kind of like shows her a bunch of things, while Leo also goes on his own journey. And it's a good episode, not just for Piper and Leo, but that's all I ever cared about, so. Least favorite episode: Something Wicca This Way Goes, which is a play on the pilot episode, which is called Something Wicca This Way Comes. That finale, also a bunch of shit. Like, Charmed was really good at having finales that just like made you want to like choke somebody, like genuinely. Except for season 4. Yeah. And season 8. But season 8 doesn't count because that was the last finale that they ever had. But Every single Charm finale besides 4, just... Favorite storyline? I wrote deadass none of them except for Leo choosing his family over his job. Which, yeah, that's true. Least favorite storyline? All of them. I wrote in all caps with 3 exclamation points, all of them. Keep in mind, no, actually, no. This season it wasn't even a bad season. I just didn't enjoy any of the storylines personally, even though they were good and interesting and provided a lot of, like, character growth and, like, things like that. It just, anyway, storylines I didn't like. The Avatars, Agent Brody, Sheridan, Zanku, Phoebe wanting a man, and then I also wrote no with 3 exclamation points. So, that's how I feel about it. Favorite guest star? Charisma Carpenter. She was in it. Loved her. She played the Seer. A different Seer, obviously. Billy Zane. He was in it for like 2 episodes, but I liked him. His character's name was Drake. And Cole. Even though he's only in it for 1 episode, still, I just really like him. Overall thoughts. I really like season 7, but also I find it so frustrating to watch. Especially the first half. The second half of season 7 is like good and I enjoy it. The first half is like, I enjoy it, but I hate it at the same time. You know what I mean? So yeah. Season 8, the worst season of Charmed. So, favorite episode, it's Forever Charmed, it's the finale, it's such a good episode, but also Desperate House Witches is really funny. It's not as good as Forever Charmed, but it is funny, and I will rewatch that. That's like the only episode of season 8 that I enjoy rewatching. Least favorite episode, Vea con Leos, because I'm not spoiling it, but that's the dumbest fucking, most upsetting goddamn episode. Oh my god! Bullshit. Favorite storyline? Okay, I'm gonna just read you what I wrote because I'm really funny. To be honest, when the Charmed ones get their fucking identities back, oh my god, and when they defeat Christy's trash ass, fuck her. I love myself. So yeah, that's it. Least favorite storyline, Billy and Christy. Stupid, hated it, didn't need it, didn't want it. Lasted the entire season. Favorite guest star, Henry and Coop. Probably. Didn't really care for anybody else. I don't even remember anybody else, I'm gonna be honest. Overall thoughts, it's trash except for the last episode. I've said it before, that's just how I feel. Don't like it. So, yes, that was my overview of Charmed, season by season. Sorry it was so long, I really apologize for that, but, I mean, what did we expect, honestly? So, that's the video. I don't know what I'm gonna review next, but hopefully it's not as long as this video. Oh my god. So, yeah.
Once I fell into a stream and I landed on a fish and the fish went up my skirt 'cause it thought it was a cave and I liked the way it felt so I wore it to church and the fish flopped out when I got my communion. Is that bad?